Right, it's Friday the 5th of November. It's the first night I reckon it's got actually quite cold at night. It's dropped down into like 4 or 5 degrees, so it's getting a little bit colder outside. So bringing in the cattle was a good thing, what we've done the other day, because it's only going to get wetter and you know it's not going to repair as much out in the field. Just checking the dry cows at the moment, and we've had a few calves. So we've got this calf here. Well, I don't think it's this cow's. This cow here is calved, because I can tell that to come in and she's got blood on her tail. She's definitely calved. That's probably her calf. So what we've got here, nice black and white calf. Calves come out really good at the moment, really big, healthy looking calves. We've had a good year for calves. That's a bull calf. This one here, that's a mother, 2052. So it's getting a bit dirty in the gateways there. The straw is looking pretty good, but where they're walking in and out all the time into this area for feeding, you've got water trough there. We'll have to drive them around a minute, scoop this out, clean that up because we don't want no germs spreading, and then sweep all this out. So I'm going to go back out and get the trap. Right, what I've just done, the reason I just got my jacket off, and I've got all this on my arm. Those 3 cows, 3 calves I sorted out. Well, I sorted out 4 cows because this one here is going to calve any time. 3 cows and 3 calves in there. I'll just show you them all. So all these are going to get hauled out of the dairy in the shed next door to the parlour. One sucking there was good. 1686, that's an old cow. All bull calves today. So we've got a red and white one there, black and white one there. Black and white one there, it's literally dropped out just a minute ago. Come out of this one. That one over there, he's just literally just calved. This one's gonna calve, this one's calved. All going to go on the same shed. And next to the dairy, I'm gonna haul them out with the cow box in a minute. All good strong calves this year. Okay, my camera went flat, so I couldn't film carrying all these calves out and putting them in the shed and that, but I got them in the shed and I hauled them up to the dairy now. So this is the shed, and last video. Got long shed along there, all bayed off if we want, and then we put cows and calves, or cows what have gone down and such, lame cows, and then that's the parlour there what they go into, collecting the yard here. Cows here standing in the sun. They come out and stand in the sun here when it's sunny. I wish they'd just stay in the shed and eat silage, because I find they do drop a little bit on milk if they all stand in the sun. All this is getting barned over. A whole lot of this to do with the water thing. So here's the calves in here. We've had a busy morning this morning because 2 quad bikes stolen last night in a quad trailer. But it's all good because someone rang us out and said they found it in their field. So we had to go and recover it. All these cows are calved today. Heifer here, first timer. Gonna give her a bit more space in it. Got a cow and calf there. I'm gonna push them back. This is inside the shed. I'm gonna partition a bit off in a minute. Calves are looking good though. Nice, big, strong calves. This is what we want. These sort of calves. Well built, strong calves. Look, he's a good calf. I think they're all bull calves, so he's a bull. This one here, let's have a look at this one. That's a heifer calf, that's a good one. Little red one here, I think I looked at him when he was staying in the shed down at dry cows. Bull calf. This cow here is a bit poor for a fresh calver. It's got a little bit of cleansing hanging out. I'll have a look at that later. Got a calving aid here just in case. Got a water trough there, a little tiny drinker trough, that's always good. That's a heifer calf, Angus. The rest are bulls. This looks like a British blue, but he's not, he's a Frisian. That's a bull calf. Nice cow here. They're coming in well at the moment, the cows. Look at that. Heifer there. Not much of another on her, but she'll come alright because we had one like that earlier. Second time calver there. He's a very good one. Cow there. Got a little bit of cleansing hanging out. So that's 2 we've got cleansing still hanging out, so I have to keep an eye on that. All the rest are cleansed alright. So they will come in for milking at the end of milking. We'll milk all the cows, so about 5 o'clock tonight they'll come in. So they can have a sit in the shed with their calves and hope their calves to suck them all. And then I'll go round them, the calves after, and see what they're like. But all I've got to do now is put another load of grub round for the milkers. And then I'm done for the morning. Like I said, it's been an eventful morning. I would have been wrapped up by now and be doing a bit of paperwork, but yeah, we had 2 quad bikes get stolen up on the Autumn calving unit last night. And we thought they were gone, because we've had stuff stolen before and never recover it. So when it's gone. We had a Land Rover stolen, and we had a John Deere Gator stolen, and batteries and God knows what. But this time they nicked 2 quads in a quad trailer. Took him, but yeah, some good farmer who lives up the road from us, Harrison, I forgot to get his full name. But he done as well. He rang out and said he found it, and we went out and recovered it all after a long chat with the police and God knows what. But we've got it back, that's the main thing. I had no keys in it, so we had a spare key for one, so we've got one going. We just got to get a new key for another one. So it goes. I had a load of sand turned out earlier. I'm going to shovel that in that shed in a minute. That shed there where straw chopper is. We've got a shed made up for some calves in there. So because we've got a lot of calves coming out at the moment. Right, now I just got to put a second load of grub round with the milking cows. And I'm done. Josh has had a sweep up down the side scraps here, that's good. The wagon ready to go. Silage just going back fast. So we're feeding 14 tonne a day to the milkers. Dry cows are getting about 7 tonne. So we're flying back for about a panel every couple of days. 2 panels a week, I reckon. It's real dry stuff too, this stuff. Real dry. Like meadowy stuff. This is second cut. So, because we've been getting through the first cut. The first cut went in this middle plant here. First cut went in here. And that's like where that ridge is over there, that's as far how much we fed in the winter, in the summer when the summer was dry. What's a hell of a lot. About 800-900 tonne that was what we fed. They ate a lot. I mean, they only ate more in the summer than they did in the actual winter. It's funny, but they did milk well, and they milked well in the autumn when they went back out on the grass, when the grass grew. So it's been a bit of a weird year. It's been like a semi-worrying year for silage and whatnot. But I think it's starting to come right now. It's not, you know, it's pretty good. Computer come off. Yeah, turn it on now. Saturday the 5th of November. Still wet. Last lot of cattle out there. Getting them to the home fields now, and then we're going to run them in here and later on. Lagoon there. That's what I showed you our lagoon actually. All the dry cows, all the young stock down the feed barrows, we sweep out into here. Goes down this ramp into there. It's like a little holdall. Holds a lot of muck. We soon dome that up. We have it empty by 1st of November, then it'll take us through. Just let the dry cows out, straw chopper ready to go. I had an oil pipe go on this chopper yesterday. Put him on. Young stock there are getting a lot better. Like in my other video I said they're looking a bit poor. They've improved a hell of a lot. I've been chucking barley straw in, giving them hay with their diet while I'm mixing up with a wagon. They get 2 kilos of cake in with it. They've improved a lot, looking really good. We're going to thin the bull calves out somewhere and send them on. I've got to get a licence because we shut down the TV. There was straw in there, there's the dry cows here. These are dropping like mad, these dry cows. So this is just before I straw them down, so it's relatively clean anyway. But we like to keep it loaded up with straw so we don't get no issues. We clean them out every 2 weeks too. Probably less than that actually. Sometimes it's 10 days. We like a little bit of grip in there so they don't slip up because these floors are quite smooth. I leave them in there. Sometimes I drive them out the back, straw them down. Gonna leave them in there and sprinkle air. There's no stones in this straw this year, what's great, because if you have a stone a year, you don't want to be chucking stones at the cows. 6 stringers there. Really good bells these are. Packed in real tight. So I chucked 2 of these in with 70 dry cows. How to do them. They'll load them right up and they'll be alright for a day or 2. Make sure when I put this bell in, I don't roll it into the back too much because it's got hard to get strings out otherwise. There's 5 strings. 1 more there somewhere. 6 strings. Right, so now the strings are out, he's ready to go. Best thing about these straw choppers, like any straw chopper like this, is you can get straw right in the corners, and that's ideal for the dry cows, because you want to be able to get straw right in there every nook and cranny, because if one's going to calve in the night, it's guaranteed to go and get in the corner of the shed. And there I am blowing it in. Try and do it one hand in there. That's what I like about them anyway. These straw choppers, you ain't got to drive in the actual shed where you bed them down. So what's good, because you don't get shit all over your tires. And then that spout, you get it all in the nooks and crannies everywhere. What I like. That's the main thing I like about this. All over the back there, see? Right up in those corners. It's got a lot of calving at the moment. So I try to get in all the corners everywhere. Not a spot where I can get bedded down. There you go. I've got 2 irons now, so I can show you. Turn it off there. Right, so that's half it done. I've got to do the other half. I've got to scoop that bell up. I'll sort them out till Monday now. Saturday morning now. Monday they'll be alright. The shed isn't ever so big. It looks quite big on camera. But yeah, you could probably get 100 dry cows in here. You won't want any more because it would get a bit dark. But we ain't got the blowing rain at the moment. When you get the blowing rain, it just gets moisture in the sheds. That's what I mean over there. See, I've got straw right back into that corner because that's where one's going to calve tonight. You always see a calve around there. That one there, he's going to drop. He'll probably drop before tonight. Yeah, it's hard to work with the dry cows, like having them in and that. Like you got to bed them out, sweep them out all the time, just like milking cows. You nearly got to do it twice a day, but we do it once a day. And then you got to sort them out and put them in the pen. And then we got to haul them up to the other farm. But it, it works well and they seem to do well. They're a lot happier, they're settled at night. It's great. I walk around them in the night, got a low light on in there, so it's not too light. I just walk around them when it all sat down and see what's going on. There's a heifer there I just brought in. I was going to drop the night. But that's working well. Well, I've got to get another bell. Got the bells right there. What a scoop up. I think I've got that in my other video too. See the last bell there, I'm just going to scoop them up in there. Right, I'll straw it down then. Just show you the shed. Where you can straw it down. Bit of straw hanging off back the top there. I better take him off before I go to the road. And yeah, flap in the middle of the road. That happens now and again. Right, so I went along here. That's what I drove and I squirted it over. That straw chopper chuck about 80 foot, I reckon. 2 bells, 2 6 stringers in there. A few already dropped, I think. Let's see. Here's one. And drop. Check the 8 night. Another one here. Quite a lot. Oh, big cows coming. We've got a lot of heifers coming. I mean, wants a big cows coming. Keep the milk going. Another one. want. The cows are out. There's Jersey, what I brought down from the other farm. See size difference? A little bit smaller. So you won't want too many of these in a herd because we're feeding for those sort of animals. And these will just get overfed. But these do help out with the fat and protein big time because the fats and protein has never been so high on this farm. We're nearly 5%. It's once like that, keeping it up. Another one there. Ones like this here, like 6.5%, 7% on the fat. Crossbred heifer there. Calf. I think he's through the shreds something. Got to chuck sand down here all the time. I chuck sand around all the time because you'd be surprised how slippery this is. There's nothing worse than come down here and once done splits and then you've got to split. Come in with a lifter and blade, lift them up. Well, I just got to feed them now. Get the wires in and next load of grub up. There we go. They're loaded. Shuttle the gates up, we're done.